start. With the nightfall comes the shadows and the trees that lurk. Easier said than done when you are. I'm feeling. I'm feeling. Twisting my soul around. Fuel me, revive me. And I'm an arrow in the sky. I'm a tantrum. I'm a tantrum passing you by. I'm an arrow in the sky. 'Cause I'm a tantrum. And I'm a full moon, full moon, full moon, full moon. Arrow in the sky. I'm a tantrum. I'm an arrow in the sky. 'Cause I'm a tantrum. I'm an arrow in the sky.
Hey everybody, sorry for the delays. Lots of stuff was happening, like the whole Beezer spray stuff being in certain stores. It was on Reddit. If you don't know, well, I don't know how you don't know, but it's at a dollar store in Kuwait. And I made a video. I don't have a problem with it being at a dollar store in Kuwait. In fact, I'm like, hey, it's actually in stores in like a chain. So what is the problem? All right, well, we're going to get into a year ago. February 25th, 2022, exactly, is when Foodie Beauty went to the Popos under the title Filing a Police Report. Why did she do this? Because she could, and she thought she was gonna get the preemptive strike on Nader El Shami because he stated that he was gonna go in to the courthouse and get an RO with is a restraining order. And his was just a bluff. Foodie Beauty didn't sit back and wait. She actually decided, hey, I think he's really going to do it. So here's what I'm going to do. And what she did was she actually went in and she actually went in and filed against them. Then the cops went to, of course, his spot, and the rest is history. We've seen it. That was February 25th, 2022. Him and Didi forgot to, I guess, mute when the cops came to Gatineau to, do whatever they needed to do to Nader El Shami. All right, what I'm going to do right now is this. We're going to share my screen and we're going to get straight into what was over a year ago. Of course, it was the chat that was egging her on because I saw it in real time. Because back then, of course, I was doing my sniping thing and I saw it in real time. People were like, yeah, do it. She really didn't want to file. You could see it in her mannerism, you could see it in her eyes. But certain individuals in the chat was like, yes, Yes, go ahead, do it. Go, 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 go. And she went in there and she failed. And at first I was like, nah, she didn't. I think she's bullshitting. There's no way. But she actually did file. So we are gonna get ish done. All right, so okay, I'm looking at something. Yeah, her chat gassed her up big time. All right, so we're gonna look back at what is now history, and hopefully history doesn't repeat itself. But one thing we never learn from history, or maybe I should say one thing that we learn from history, is that we never learn from history. Have you ever heard that saying? That what we learn from history is that we never learn from history. History keeps repeating itself. I remember watching it here was a silent lurker back then. Yeah, it was epic. Can I even say that? Epic? I mean, it was like a bad situation overall. Like filing charges is rather serious, but it did happen. And what can I say? It's part, she went in literally a month later in March 25th, I believe it was, and recanted. All right, let me share my screen. We're going to get into it right now. For sure, Mary. Hey, Timberly, what's up? It was a turning point. It was. It was the point where Nader knew he effed up, or did Foodie Beauty know she effed up? What do you guys think? Who messed up more? Maybe Foodie Beauty should have had the ability to kind of restrain herself, but then again, it's Foodie Beauty. Come on, she's not gonna restrain herself. All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna start now.
Look at this dumpster. I kind of want to
Thanks.
drive in it.
Shout outs to Just Saying for this, because I've been looking for the clips. The farms are down. Usually I like to get the raw, but I couldn't. So we're just gonna use this for now.
Oh my god, what is my life?
You knew about me. Oh, here we go.
Awkward. Hey Cyrilli. Hey everybody. Nicole E. How you doing? Mouse Toes, welcome.
Okay, I
Edna.
just send $10 so you can write all that horse shit.
Ami,
Oh,
what's
that's
up?
right. Fuck, I wish they made it more. I'm a boss ass bitch.
Hey Cobbler.
In the
Nicole
YouTube
E.
algorithm, the people are represented by three separate yet equally
A
important
pause and
groups.
pose.
The one that
All right, let's go for it. Shout outs once again to Just Saying.
On driveway. Can you? So I wake up today.
I want
My
small
phone
moves.
was dead. Good thing, because people were blowing it up. By the way, check this out.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear,
I
Ziggy.
have hives. I might have to go back to the clinic. I think I have hives
That really sucks.
from the antibiotics, maybe. I think I'm in and on live stream. And how cute, making breakfast before taking action. This guy is like unbelievable. It just keeps getting worse. I'm at my wit's end. I cannot handle anymore. You need to F off. Like, you're gonna go and take action against me for what? I didn't delete your video.
She did.
I don't. You even said so yourself. I changed
She totally deleted his video.
my password. She has linked to my account. You're letting your. I'm getting Starbucks. Oh no, I gotta get gas. Sorry. You're letting your little minions get in your head. I did not delete your video. I don't have access to your account. Contact YouTube and prove it. Actually, I'm really, really, really looking forward to that.
You right,
Like,
Mouse Toes?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay? So your paranoia, you need to like lay off the drugs or something, okay? I don't know what your problem is, but you're paranoid. Number two,
Such.
anyone with $20, I could pay someone $20, they could do the same job. Real nice attitude after hours of editing for you. And the fact that you have $4,000 right now is because you fucking channel that you're earning ad revenue from. You ungrateful fucking prick.
Right.
So if anyone can do it, then do it. Edit your videos.
Yeah, remember
Remember,
okay, so what she's referencing is that he had a live stream titled looking for a video editor around this time. So that's what was happening. So if you're confused, Naddy Daddy was looking for a video editor and Foodie Beauty was pissed off because he got $4,000 because he was making bank back then when things were good, because all those streams with hundreds of people going in his stream, thousands of people in her stream, that added up to a pretty good paycheck for Nads back in the day when all of this was going down and things were heated. So yeah, 4 grand was pretty good for him. She is on 10, of course. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate it. Back in camera again. She pulled the plug. This was the first day I watched your live streams. I think, oh, that's nice, Scoutfinch.
unbelievable. And yes, people who are saying, well, now she only wants to contact the police now because she's mad. Well, yeah, because I forgave you. You forgave me for talking about you online. I forgave you for all of the abusive shit you did to me. You don't remember that, right? You want me to list it online? I don't think so. How do you know how much I made? How much he makes? I'm just going based off of, because when he
Or
first
maybe she knew.
started,
Right.
I
Okay.
was seeing how much. Like I would go into his studio to help him,
Mhm. He was making pretty good
to
money.
help him
Yeah.
do his videos. Like to edit, I have to go in there, right? And while I had access with his account, the only time he's not going to let this go. When he thinks I deleted one of his videos, that's all he focuses on.
She totally did.
Like, if he doesn't care about what he does wrong, he's not wrong at all in this relationship or at all in
thank
life,
you, Nola
period,
Boo.
with anybody. So anyway, I'm just assuming he might even make more than that now. I don't know how much he definitively, like, I don't know for sure how much he made, but roughly, like the last time I saw it, it was around that. So that's why, I don't know. It's kind of a guess. Like, you're so ungrateful. I only deleted one bit. Like, I admitted to that like a long time ago whenever I was helping him with his account.
During
And
the
he was
CPAP
talking all
rescue.
kinds of shit about me in that video. Like, you are the most ungrateful asshole I've ever met in my life. Like, I can't believe that. Oh, and you want recognition for helping me? Oh, maybe that would be nice instead of just being screamed at all the time.
Oh, you guys remember these? These were the glasses that people were equating to, when you go to the optometrist or like, your eye surgeon and and they give you those drops or they operate on you and you have to wear those special glasses to help shade your eyes. That's what they look like. They really
I talk
do.
100, you talk 1. So my way of hurting
Hey,
you is talking
Beaker.
online. Your way of hurting me is behind the scenes. Sorry, you don't get to choose how I deal with what you do to me behind the scenes. You don't get to choose that.
I will say, yeah. I remember people were saying they look like the Rich Lux glasses, but it looks like, yeah, they look like more like glaucoma glasses to me. But it's whatever. Beaker says, "Good afternoon, sellers. Now making coin from her money store perfume investments." I gotta say, I mean, do you know how hard it is to have a chain pick up your product? Cause I've been there. I've been there where I try to partner with like a bigger company or have them you be part of like a large corporation's team. It's actually very difficult. You jump through hoops. There's a lot of people applying and clamoring for a partnership. It's actually pretty hard because they put you through the ringer. So that's why in my video I said it's actually a anyone can give the dollar store stuff. I don't know how it works over there. It stinks though. It's hey, if it stinks, it stinks. But I'm just saying. These glasses, did Rich Lux send them to her in a gift box? Rich Lux did. Rich Lux did send her these glasses.
You do what you do, and there's consequences for it. I don't know if you know that. Like, grow up, maybe. We'll see. You are hanging out with a 50-year-old. Why doesn't she do these things in life?
I will agree with Peach Cobbler. Agree or disagree, but it's actually very difficult if you are a new brand A new means like sometimes even within the last 5 years, you're still considered new.
Oh, I fucking hate people.
I would say it's really
I mean,
hard.
seriously, like, I don't know how a grown adult can handle being with this guy for like 3 weeks. Like, just watching him whine in bed all day, smoking, coughing. Ew, and every time I hear him cough, PTSD. Trust me. Trauma, coughing trauma. Like, just get rid of my stuff. You think that you're gonna go file a restraining order? They're gonna look at your videos, moron, and they're gonna see you making fun of me all night with my clothes. You look like an obsessed loser,
Sure,
and
foodie.
you're gonna go and report me.
Once Mamu says, isn't the dollar store where products go to get discounted and then die? That used to be what dollar stores are for. But now we are having the reverse. A lot of people are actually going to dollar stores where they're finding I wouldn't say great quality. I would maybe you could say good quality, but decent quality products. You can find certain things that you would find at other places for double, triple, quadruple, quintuple the price. Like before, I never used to go in dollar stores because I had the thought that the products in there were cheap and they would break right away. And that is still actually accurate for a few items. But typically you could go to the dollar store and find pretty good stuff. Mouse Toes is like, stop it. The dollar store is great. There's tons of good products there now. I'm not even trying to bat for foodie. I'm just saying. I go to the dollar store now regularly and I find that they do have quality stuff there. Like I've bought Betty Crocker stuff from the dollar store. Some of the Betty Crocker stuff is garbage, but some of it's actually pretty good. So I'm not gonna knock dollar stores.
You're gonna go to the police and be like, she deleted my YouTube video. Do you have proof of this, sir? And nobody gives a shit about your YouTube video that would make $12. Nobody cares about your $12 YouTube video. You want me to you want me to apologize for talking shit about you online?
Faxerato.
What about my apology? I get called and I get treated like shit from you every day of the week when I'm there. It's bullshit, actually.
Yeah, and the other thing is like that their spray at said dollar store is costing nearly $11 Canadian and nearly $9 US. That actually says something. Because typically that is like a high that will be considered on the high end for what a dollar store would supply. Because usually you're seeing stuff still for like a dollar 25, $1.50, maybe $2. I've seen stuff for $4 Canadian, but like when you're going into like way above that, like $10 Canadian, that says something.
And I'm not fucking standing for it.
Yeah, the
Actually,
chip
anymore,
aisle
period.
is awesome.
So you can play this game. And I'm good at playing games, so you know what? What the
Oh, you like the Betty Crocker kitchen stuff? Yeah, they're
I'm trying to
okay.
be serious!
Betty Crocker stuff is sometimes good. It's like a hit and miss.
Like, Naddy acts like he's the superhero protecting his groupies. Oh, don't you talk about Diana Lynn or Corvina. Don't you talk about my harem. Oh, no. My name
Oh,
is Jennifer.
your Jagger smells like a meat locker now, Beaker. Your Jagger.
You have some fucking nerve.
Yes, the wig.
Oh, that eye dogster? What?
Who's buying $9 room spray in a
So he
discount
deleted his own
store?
video and probably blames it on me.
Well, let's put it this way. I don't know how they're doing it or what their dealing is. Maybe the products are moving. Maybe they're not moving. Maybe they have like I don't know. Maybe they have a trial contract. I have no idea if what kind of contract they have with this store. I'm not even sure if their products do move, but at the end of the day, they're actually in a store, which is kind of a big deal, even if it's a dollar store, because you got a wheel and deal. At least they can say, "Hey, we're at this place," and then they maybe try for bigger contracts in other stores and whatnot. Yeah, the craft section is actually pretty good at the dollar store.
Oh, that eye dogster? What? So he deleted his own video and probably blames it on me because he wants to try to get back at me somehow. Don't fuck with me, okay? Word of advice. So smart was Diana. After complaining, she then told everyone her sister's name in capitals just so we were all clear. She's an idiot. What's wrong? Boomer doesn't know how to use technology. Hey, you're. It's not my fault. Your geriatric lovers don't know how to use technology. Okay.
Dollar Tree is
So
better,
eat crap.
or the food's pretty good there, off-brand stuff. Yeah, people are actually grocery shopping at the dollar store these days. In terms of that, it might seem cheaper because the amount of each item is smaller. But if you do pound for pound, Walmart is effectively cheaper than the dollar store because you get more for the amount of money you're spending. But it just seems like Walmart's more expensive because the amount you're getting is just a lot more than when compared to the dollar store. But if you want a small amount of something, sure, the dollar store is good. But I've looked at the studies in comparison between a dollar store and Walmart is still the better deal. What I can say is that, oh crap, Coachella is on right now. How did I miss this? But what I can say is, hey, so a lot of people go to the dollar store to get like candy bars and cleaning supplies and batteries and cards. They even have cat and dog food. You can get pretty good stuff there.
Yeah, and where she works, she doxed herself. So I have to pay for your stupid idiot members doxing themselves? Ugh. Ugh. As you say when you touch my underwear. Ugh. You're ugh. You're a big time ugh. You didn't
Yeah,
sleep
you
2
do gotta
hours?
watch the
Oh, baby.
prices.
I slept like a fucking baby last night. I slept like a baby. He's on his way to the courthouse. If he really is, I'm going to the police station right now.
And here's the moment. She actually went to the police station in Gatineau. The one with the green all over the building. I remember.
I feel like I don't have any like justice or closure, and I feel like a huge injustice has been done to me. So maybe I won't rest until I don't know.
Peach Cobbler says the 99-cent store by my sister has whole pies and an entire produce section. Yeah. Like there's dollar stores right now that have like all sorts of like food items that aren't that bad. Before, I would never consider getting food stuff, like actual food stuff at a dollar store, but now I'm like, uh, it ain't that bad. Hey
Maybe like going to
Florida.
the police station and just like telling my whole story will just cement everything and end everything for me, and that'll be it. I'll let them deal with everything. Early on when I first got with him, he was on the phone with his first probation officer, and the probation officer heard my voice in the background, and was like, "Who's this? Who's that?" And then he's like, "Oh, it's my girlfriend," or whatever. And the probation officer was like, "Does she know about Delphine?" And
Facts,
at the
gal
time, I
shall
was
it.
like, what? Like at the time, I can't believe I just brushed that off. Does she know about your past with
Mhm.
basically, like, does she know about your past with domestic violence, basically? And me, I'm just like, oh, la la la. Hi, probation officer. Nice to meet you. That's literally like what I said too. I'm fucking idiot. Like,
Remember the days when she used to actually drive him multiple times in a month to the probation office? Like they'd be like, okay, you have to go there at on this day. When was that again? Was it like Tuesdays or Thursdays or something like that? But I do remember she would constantly be having to get there and drive him to his PO appointments.
sorry, I never had a criminal boyfriend before in my life, especially not one for that reason. So no, I didn't know. And for me, when it came with that, didn't set off any red flags because day 2 he had
Yeah,
already conditioned
exactly,
me
Errato.
by telling me all his wonderful story, his sob story about how Delphine set him up and kidnapped him and blah blah blah. Always the fucking victim. Always the
Yeah, I
victim.
think it was Tuesdays, Peach Cobbler. I remember a lot of it was on Tuesdays.
I'm the new sob story to tell women about. Yeah. If you look at Delphine. Delphine Dyson, Dyson. If you look at her Facebook,
Oh boy.
her most recent picture before she died, she had a shaved head. She
Uh-huh.
probably lost her shit. I used to think she was the bad guy.
I wonder what the true story behind Delphine is. Now, I do remember looking at Delphine's Facebook. I won't put it up because her child is all over that Facebook, and I felt so bad that, I hate to see a young child lose a mother or any parent whatsoever, but especially when, you only have your mom in your life, and then to lose your mom over such shitty circumstances. Was this before the filters? No, she was filtering here as well.
He made me think that. And now I'm not so sure.
Right, yummy, yummy.
And actually, I'm going to be... Never mind.
She did yummy, yummy.
Oh, no. I know someone who knows her.
Yeah, she was wrong for doing that, Marie.
Reach out to...
It was a sad moment.
Delphine's daughter, Paige. Sad story. Really? Remember, he still has you scared to tell everything or even go to the police. He won't even feel free till you let go all his control. I've been there. Ready to set rebees for 7 months. I'm a little bit, yeah, because I don't know. I never wanted to do this. I never wanted to do anything legal. I feel like I have to do something.
Or she just could not
Not
do
your monkey, not
anything.
your circus. Gabrielle Watson.
Hey, Puggy.
Thing is, next woman's gonna say that. Until he ends up killing somebody. I think I'm stupid for like provoking a dangerous person online and talking about them. Yes.
Yeah,
Honestly, I feel
this
safer talking about it online.
it was. Mustos is right. This was her glory income arc. It was. These were the days where she would be looking down on people that would be making a normal wage, whether you made 40, 50, 60,000. She'd be like, oh, that's it. Because she was pulling in a good amount of money, good chunk.
I'm not gonna say.
Now I gotta reevaluate my thoughts on Salah, because if Salah's product is actually in the stores, I'm like, does he truly really love Foodie Beauty? Is that why he's around, or is he just gonna keep waiting? I have no idea, because now we know that his stuff is actually in a store, and I guess he's making some sort of money. But if he's making good amount of money, is he just waiting and biding his time, or is he actually gonna make a move? I have no
But
idea.
I'm not like gonna be like, now that I'm disgruntled, I'm a woman scorned, and blah blah blah. That's why I'm doing this. Because I was always, I came online and talked shit about him a lot whenever something would happen. So I was always not happy about things that would happen to me, but I never took legal action or anything because I was always hopeful.
Yeah,
that
he
would change and things would work out.
Hey Diane, what's up?
All right, so you guys are gonna come with me. I'm gonna go to his probation officer's office since I can't find online.
Uh-huh.
I probably could if I'm just lazy. I'm gonna go there,
The
get a
long troll.
card, and send her a nice email. I know her name. She watches our videos. I highly doubt that. Or she probably does, but
Maybe it isn't their products. Maybe it's just hitting the shelves. Based on the ad, it says that it's by Murad, and then it has his name and partner. Well, did it say partner or partners? Can anybody remember? This just came up just before I went on live. I forgot if it said partners plural, but it had Murad's name on it, not Saleh's. So I don't know. Was it Murad's original conception, and it's taken them this long to get into like a dollar store? I gotta look back at
the
that.
stuff that's not on camera. She just sees you victimizing another person, Dee Dee. You lying ass. I've been friends with her for 11 years. She came into my fish restaurant. I made her like fish. Oh, but then Didi on Facebook. Can't wait to try your cooking. Yeah, you can't wait to try his cooking. And then getting on my ass about rubbing it in that I pay for all the food. Yeah, if I pay and you cook it all for your videos, you don't see. That's the thing.
I
You
see,
don't
Beaker.
appreciate fuck all. You don't realize what it takes to do a video.
You can do
To
it.
do your videos, your cooking videos. Takes people with like the ability to do something. I was doing something nice for you, and you fucking treated me like shit behind the scenes.
I do remember this, Floria, that Murad said they pay silent Kuwaiti citizen. Remember the rule that you can't have a business in Kuwait without, a citizen tagging on, and that citizen will have controlling interest in said business. It's one of those rules, kind of like how China has you to start a business there. You gotta have an ID card. Same thing in Kuwait. It's just a way to control who um, can operate a business and to make sure that your citizens are having controlling interests in said business.
That's my whole point.
Fact,
Don't realize
Ziggy. Very interesting.
$250 a week minimum on food for your videos. All of the hours of editing. But that's nothing. You're just going to brush that off. I love that. That's how you're able to make a living right now. And I love how you're brushing that off. I did all the hard work. You literally come online and fucking stare at the camera with your beak
Remember that, Mouse Toes?
and say thanks for super chat. And that's hard work? And you still have to use me for views. You have my clothes hung up in the background. And you think that you're not going to look insane going to the police and being like, yeah.
She's talking about the decision for Nads to wear her clothes and make fun of her movements, like getting on the bed, how she used to plop herself down. Remember the animal print dress? Was it tiger or was it cheetah print? No, it was cheetah print, right? He would stuff pillows in it and imitate her, and then he had like a kind of shrine of her clothes in the back. That was in December 2021 when he was doing that, and that led into CPAP rescue.
I need to file a restraining order against my ex because I'm crazy and I have her clothes on display. You're a moron. You're an idiot.
Or was that January? Was it before or after CPAP rescue? Does anybody remember? Hey there, Mockingbird. How's it going? What are those? Yes, those streams. What are those? Those were the days. All right, I know where she's going. She's going to Gatineau. Yes, the underwear being slung at the camera. OMG. He knew how to like really entertain the masses. Now, some people did have a problem with it. People were like, this is not funny, it's not cute, but most of us, I couldn't help myself. Like the way how he's doing the mannerisms and then the looks, like he was looking like this or like that at the camera and smiling. I died. I was like, he's way too good. He's way too good not to laugh.
You think you're going to be cute and go on your live stream?
Yeah, it was hella funny.
Taking action. So am I. I'm driving to your probation officer right now. Do do do. Do 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 do. On the way to Gatineau.
Oh,
On the way
wow.
to Gatineau.
She actually did go to
Do do
Gatineau.
do do.
Uh-huh.
Do 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 do.
Yes. Her crusty underwear that was discolored. I remember that as well. Such epic nights in December 2021. Some not so great, some okay.
Sorry, my lungs are bad. Do, 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 do. Can't remember what street. What street was it on?
True, Mouse Toes, you hold yourself accountable to like never jeopardize someone's freedom unless they've actually done something legitimately wrong to you. Like she was just doing it because she was mad. She was upset. She was angry.
Yep. I think it was on. Remember how to get there, I think.
All right, so the police station she went to is close to the casino. I guess I could look it up, but it's one of those precincts. Remember, it was the building with all the green. She stayed outside. She really didn't want to do it, but the chat was
And
egging her on.
he was all mad one day, like sulking in bed, fucking upset because I didn't bring him to his appointment.
Hey, up, Foodie. Yeah,
I changed
Beaker.
my mind. I think what happened was
Which one's more epic? The underwear slunging at the camera or DLF throwing his pee pump at his camera?
he always rubs this in. There was like a time when like there was an appointment for like, see, like there's no point in me like even talking like there's no point in me defending myself. There's no point in me trying to like and I had to learn this. It took me a long time to realize this. There's no point in me defending myself against anything. There's no point in me
DLF for sure.
trying to rationalize with him because he doesn't think he does anything wrong.
All right, yeah, it was at the camera, but it was at me. Yeah, it was. It was at me. He threw it at the TV, right? Because I was saying something and he didn't like it.
Ever. He doesn't get it. He can do.
Ziggy is like, DLF has a cock pump. He does. And he threw it at my likeness on his TV/monitor. Oh, that was an epic. Where was I? I was doing, I think, a Foodie Beauty stream, and then people kept on coming in the chat. OMG, OMG! Like, DLF just do what is a penis pump at you in his stream. I'm like, what? And then somebody else was like, yes, it's true. He threw a penis pump at you. Why?
Do no wrong. He is perfect. He never does anything wrong. Honestly, I've heard him threaten people, Pete, myself, other people. So, yeah, I'm a little reluctant to take the law route because once you go that route, it's a little scary. Honestly.
All right, should we do the vote?
So after today, I'm not talking about him anymore because I'm going to, for sure, I'm definitely pursuing legal action.
And she still talked about him.
Against him. I'm going to write a police report online about every single thing he's done, including kidnapping.
Yikes.
And that's it. Goodbye. Remember the first time the police came over and they wanted me to do a police report and I did it, but then I scrapped it.
Take care, Beaker. Have a good one.
I frantically called around after to scrap it. Please disregard my police report. I didn't want to press. I don't want anything to happen to him. Please.
Miss Connie, they did show up though. They did show up at his residence and talk to him about things. So exactly. As Ami said, Connie, he was arrested. He had to, and they brought him to the ER when they arrested him because he was having anxiety and I also believe crying because of the situation.
The thing is like,
then they released
how do they
him.
know it's like truth? It's like her word against his word. But at the time that it happened, I did talk about it. Like actually, I'm glad I talked about him online because all this is video evidence, video diary evidence. of everything that's ever happened. So, and what are you going to tell the police about me? She went and talked about me online every time I ever did anything bad to her. Anytime I was abusive to her, she talked about it online. Like, what are you gonna say? You know you have nothing. Like, what? Like, you're insane. You do this to yourself. You make your life hell by yourself. This is all your fault. This is all you're doing. All you're doing, buddy, not mine.
All right, vote now, people.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was more epic?
All you're doing.
The poll is out. Those were serious
So I'm
charges.
gonna go
There
grab
were.
a card from your PO. So I'm not going to be scared to anymore. I'm going to share my story and let the law handle everything. It's kind of out of my hands. The way you treat women is disgusting. And Dee Dee, you co-sign that shit and stay at the trap house for 3 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Boss woman you are is disgusting and beyond me. And honestly, I hope he doesn't seriously harm you. But like, this is ridiculous at this point. I don't know.
Can we add another layer of context over this? So at this point in time, not only was Foodie Beauty trying to talk to Naz with her multiple accounts, such as what was it again? One was like Bisayal. What was the other one? She had another one with a woman with a chest piece tattoo. What were their names? I remember Bisayal. Well, I'm sure you guys are going to remind me. But to add another layer of context to this, at the same time, we had Bali chicken reactions also in Naddy Daddy's ear. And as we've noticed over time, what a lot of what Bali was saying is what Nader was actually doing. Yes, Pondu. Yes, thank you. Was it Amy Pondu? I can't remember now. There has been so
What else to
much.
say?
Then something Cheyenne Wolf, I think, was another one.
Ugh, even just driving back this way, I find it a bit triggering.
Yes, Cheyenne Wolf.
Just driving like this trajectory. Ugh. Remember that time
Oh, it was
he had
Mary
no
Pondu.
Wi-Fi because I shut it off?
Oh, look,
And
it's the
then
bridge. I know that bridge.
I blame Eric was like, somebody super chat this bum $6.99 for somebody super chat this bum money for a 6-piece nuggets meal so he can go use the Wi-Fi at McDonald's. Oh my god, it was fucking
Oh
funny.
boy. All right, so I'm very familiar with the bridge she just crossed. She's in Gatineau right now on her way to the police station. I've crossed that bridge several times.
So, we are in ghetto Gatineau right now.
For sure, Yummy. 100%.
Going to the PO office right now. You and Dee Dee better run and catch up with me. Uh-oh. You're fucking with the wrong one, pal. The wrong one.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, puts in.
Can you imagine how spiteful it is? Like, looking back at this, can you imagine how many people have gone through so much shite just because one person wants to, put up a report on them? He had grounds to get an RO, yeah, but you see, he didn't file, and sometimes the first to file or first to call the cops does have an advantage. Have you guys ever heard that? Like the first to file or the first to call the cops, the first to do this, the first to do that, usually has the advantage, kind of like what a lot of people do. Like you've seen the cases where some people they get into an argument or a confrontation with somebody, and then both people call the cops, because if the first person called the cops and explained their side of the situation, you know that, right? Hey, Vanessa, what's up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is my connection? For some reason, StreamYard is saying my connection is poor. I don't know what is up. Floria says she's still probably contacting Nader with sock accounts. Probably. I wouldn't put it past her. Puggy says, I hated her so much for making a mockery of DV. Yeah, I didn't like that whole complete situation. A lot of people had a problem with it, with all of it, because of what was going on. All right, it looks okay. All right, just making sure. Let me take my other devices off the Wi-Fi for some reason. StreamYard is saying something.
Give me a minute to think.
Okay, so
Where did I drop him before?
St. Louis, Quebec 307 sign.
Holy crap. Wait a second. Give me a second here. What the hell was that? Did she literally go to the trap?
Ooh, puts in. Give me a minute to think. Where did I drop him before?
No, it wasn't.
St. Louis, Quebec 307 sign.
On what is going on with that connection?
I found it. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Or she could have just Googled it.
Unbelievable. The nerve. You're gonna get legal action against me? Really? You're the one who did anything criminal this whole relationship. Not me. Because you are a criminal.
400 meters. Keep right. Follow signs for auto.
Sure, Foodie. She did, Sarah. She
Okay,
totally
hold on.
did.
I think you're right. I think it is goodbye.
All right, so we've come to the point in time where she starts talking to people in the chat. A lot of people were saying, go in, go in, go in. She was extremely hesitant.
Okay, Kamikaze, that's the one that sounds familiar. Yeah. Okay, I think that's the one. I saw the picture. And it came up right away in my GPS. Can you believe this guy? Like, if I had gone to the police after first incident happened with him, he would be locked up. And he has the nerve now, 10 months later, to be like, I'm going to go to the police. This is enough. This is bullshit. She allegedly deleted one of my live streams, which you have no proof I did, which I didn't.
She totally did delete his live stream. Stop capping.
And anyway, I think all of the other dozens of videos I have done for you compensates. Like, don't you think so?
All right, let me end this poll. You guys have had enough time. Tell me what's up. So 3/4 of you think Nad's flinging Foodie Beauty's undie at the cam was way funnier than DLF throwing his pee-pee pump at me. Okay, gotcha. I see you guys. I see you.
Unbelievable. The balls on this guy.
Take the next right onto Route 105 North, then turn right onto Boulevard du Casino. Take the next right onto Boulevard du Casino.
See? Told you.
Right
it was close to the casino.
Gonna win with me. It's not gonna happen.
Facts, Marie. She would do everything and anything to get him away from Dee Dee.
Oh, and sorry, Jennifer Corvina. I know you're hoping that he'll be your next baby daddy, but
oh boy,
he can't go to the States because he's a criminal.
Oh boy.
So sorry. Why did I take this way? There's so much traffic.
I still can't believe at this point in time there was not only Foodie Beauty was involved with Natter, Dee Dee, then Bally Chicken was still messaging him. Then we had Jennifer Corvina and Pretty Genius all at the same time. Did she drive past the trap? Effectively, yes, she did, because all of these things were pretty much in the same area. The trap house, the police station, and the casino are all within like a few minutes.
God.
What she did, she drove down the main strip and past the trap.
Remember, I used to make plans with him. Yeah, we could make a travel couples channel. And what? Travel where? You can't travel anywhere.
You could travel all over Canada.
I just have to get a piece of paper. No.
Yes,
can't.
exactly that too, Arado.
You have a criminal record, so.
Take exit 2, then keep left.
I wasn't going to do this today, but he gave me the brilliant idea to do it.
Oh yes, Scout Finch. I remember that. She offered to drive Dee Dee home and acted like she was scared of her to try and get her to leave. Yes.
And I've been meaning to, obviously. Well, I don't know. I've always been on the fence about it because it's not something easy to do. Like I don't want to ruin someone's life, but it's not. He's the one doing it, not me.
All right, smash that like button, people. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, Salah has a limited amount of countries that he may travel to, unless he asks permission beforehand by way of a visa and other things.
This guy can't even go to his own probation appointments. Blames me for not taking him across the fucking street to Jean Coutu for months to renew to take a picture for his stupid fucking health card, but will walk his ass to the courthouse today to tattletale on me. Yeah, I believe it. Okay. Don't fucking threaten me. Because when it comes to legal action, I'm going to show you today that you will lose every time. I know you're listening to your little friends.
Who?
Just wait. Just fucking wait, asshole.
Oh, she's
Should have done
mad.
this a long time ago. It's over for you, pal. Anyways, I'm doing people a favor, subjecting them to your salmonella. Who fries chicken for 2 minutes apiece? And then you would rather eat raw chicken than admit you're wrong. Go figure, typical natter. Can't admit fuck all.
Yeah, Syrian passport doesn't allow much.
Everything I'm gonna tell them. Your threats against Pete's,
Really?
he's got it coming. I've made up my mind about Pete's. He's got it coming. I just have to pay someone money. Yeah, you remember saying those things? Okay, I do.
Who the hell's gonna be paying money to do what to Pete's?
Oops.
Hey, by the way, did you guys peep Pete's latest thumbnail? I mean, who the hell drew that? Do you guys find that is good? He's on Fluttershy, right, with a javelin. I'm like, who the hell is he jamming with his javelin? Wait a second, let me take a look at it again. Yeah, he has a javelin. What the hell is on the javelin? And why is Fluttershy looking so angry? And Pete's is in a dress with a tattoo, the blue dress. You guys paped that, right? Pete's would have to press charges. Uh-huh.
Really icy.
You didn't see it?
Okay. He's at the courthouse having his relocation application approved to move to Montreal. Yeah, we'll see about that.
True, gal. Yeah, before it would be she'd do the streams in the middle of the night and then have to wake up in the morning and find it because most likely it would be deleted. Those were the days.
I don't know, should I go in or should I do it online?
Isn't Vatican City up there? It's up there, but it isn't like the best ish. Florida is right. Japan, Singapore, South Korea, they have some of the strongest passports out there.
I wonder if I hope he doesn't come over here.
And of course, Canada, USA is really good as well, strong. I would say if you're like the top 20, all strong passports. So Canada, USA, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, South Korea, Singapore. Hey Sasha, what's up?
Read my text. Chantel Elise. I seen your text come up here.
Depends on
That's the pic I sent you on Insta.
depends on who's rating it, Erado. Some people place Japan as number one. Others might place like South Korea as number one. But typically Japan is getting the number one spot overall.
Pic. I am gonna go in.
All right, so there you go. People pushed her to go in. I still didn't think she'd actually
Stop making
file,
extra nothing.
but she did. She filed. OG Slam about to press some charges. Exactly, Memphis. Gonna be pressing them charges. What's with the filters? Right? What was up with her filters? They were struggling at this moment in time.
Yes, we're cold.
All right. That's the look of regret right there. You can see it in her eyes. The look
I can't really talk about it.
of regret.
I have to come back in an hour. I have to come back. I have to go get a bite to eat and come back in an hour.
True, Ziggy.
It's more serious than I thought, actually.
Of
Okay, let me go get a
course,
bite to eat first.
the cops are going to take it seriously. It's not regret. What is it then? As the look of total regret,
Well
like
done. Thank you.
this is the moment she
Okay, I can't look at
knew
the chat.
she
I'm at
effed
the
up.
station. I'm legally allowed to talk about it after. Just give me time. I can't talk about it right now, but I got to go back in an hour.
You think that was what was happening? Like they were like, I think you might need an hour or so to maybe sign, or maybe she said, maybe I need an hour or so to sign. I think you have a point here, Ami Ami, because looking back at this, I think you have a really good point where like they gave her time to think about this. That actually makes a lot of sense.
I have to call Pizza. I was supposed to go with him to get our booster, but the thing is, I got a text from the pharmacy and they're accepting walk-ins for booster or vaccine. So I'm not
Yeah,
gonna go far. I'm just gonna
exactly, Mouse Toes. I think a lot of you are right that they gave her time to think about it.
find somewhere. No, Rosewater, but all this is easy to find online. It's all been online. So no, I didn't. I'm going back, Nadia. Hi, Terry.
And she did go back. How can she eat after this? She didn't care. She was just teaching him a lesson. Like this is the total mindset is I'm just teaching him a lesson. This isn't that serious. I could always say that I didn't mean it, but it was serious. Maybe it did teach him a lesson, but to be honest with you, it was like a moment in time where if this was any other person than Nads, she could have effectively ruined that man's life. And that is actually scary to think about. Like somebody could just casually go in, say things about you, sign, and then you are in shit for like 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Restricted from traveling, restricted from leaving the province or state, restricted in the ways of you got to tell people whenever you move jobs or you move, restricted from like even being locked inside your house after a certain curfew, or only be able to go to your like your medical appointments for school or for job. Like it's very serious.
It's only been an hour and a half. That's a long time, though. You need to move. He's got crazies obsessed with him and they'll blame you. I need to move. Like tomorrow. I had to file a police report. A long one. I have to go through my videos and find the dates of certain events. All right, I think I'm going to go offline and talk to my mom a bit. I got to be back. How long has it been? Has it been an hour?
It's exactly, Ziggy.
30 minutes? Okay. Okay, I will be back. Don't worry. I won't leave you hanging. I will be back, okay? It's been 30 minutes. Okay, I need to call my mom. Has it been an hour? And then I have to go in. And I might need my phone, so.
I wonder what her mom told her about this. Did her mom caution her? Did she kind of say, is this something you really want to do? Sometimes I wonder.
I'm going to call Pete's. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Hunter called Pete's as well. What did they all say?
So, they've arrested Natter.
Yup, they did. Holy
And-
shit.
I didn't expect that, honestly.
What?
I honestly didn't expect that to happen.
Okay, wait a second. So you filed serious charges and you didn't expect them to haul his ass in? That's what happens when you do that shit.
I honestly didn't expect that to happen. I don't know what I expected to happen. I gave my side of the story.
OMG.
On what charges? Physical abuse or assault or whatever, confinement, and sexual assault.
Ex-gal.
I didn't expect him to get arrested. Yeah. I have Debbie freaking out, video messaging me, messaging me,
Mm-hmm.
begging me not to do this, saying I should know he has a good heart. She's still at his house.
Exactly, Ziggy.
Saying I know he has a good heart. I want to tell you, Dee Dee. I want to tell you what he did to me, in case you don't know.
All right, at this moment in time, I gotta say, trigger warning, people, trigger warning. She's gonna say certain things that might trigger you. So if you are or think you're gonna get triggered, it's time to leave.
So I'm in the interrogation room, and the investigator's going back, like everything is like recorded with like video and everything. So I'm going through my videos to try to find these dates of these things. So I do need your guys' help. Like I'm probably gonna have to go to court and everything. So I'm not like stuff I say can be used against me. Please don't feel sorry for him and bail him out. What he did to you for 10 months, he deserves jail. I basically said that to Debbie because she was like, he doesn't deserve this. His mom is sick. He was crying before getting handcuffed. I'm like, so I just replied to her. I wrote, he physically, emotionally, and 10 months, he deserves this. They
Right, and this was the time that she wanted other people to do the work of finding the footage for her. I'm like, you're the one who filed the charges. They were serious. It's your responsibility to get the footage.
and 10 months, he deserves this.
Was the broom incident real? A lot of people think it was real because, oh boy, we're going back in time. That was with Curly Juarez brought that up about the cornholing in her chat. I can't believe it's been that long. It's been literally, what, like 2021 when that happened? About the cornholing. And then she didn't believe Curly. And then Curly's like, yeah, I've been talking to him, and showed the conversation. She's like, oh yeah.
They did ask me to, like,
yeah, there's supposed to be videos of it. Yes.
Why now?
Circulating in
like
the
it
community.
basically makes me feel like I do feel like, oh well, you were gonna go to the cops today, so I'm gonna go to the cops. Actually, I've been on the fence about it for like the whole time, I'm not like, even when I went into the police station, I'm like, how do I go about if I want to like possibly like report something that happened to me. And right from there, they just like took me in right away. He does not have a heart and she is a piece of shit. Do not help her get back home. She doesn't need help. Or no, she said you were going to help me. You wanted to help me last week.
Yes, Memphis, you're right. She did introduce him as Dom. Before we knew his name was Natter, it was Dom.
Fix this. She sounded just like him. They're probably in it together. Weird how Dee Dee had no problem with him trying to get you arrested. Did she contact you? Yeah, she did. You always worry that he'd hurt another woman. I would, yeah. And actually, they have May's name. They asked me about May. So they know about May. And some other people, too.
All right, so this was when May had posted on February the 7th, 2022, about speaking to the detectives and whatnot. Can't believe this has been so long. Puggy's saying, I remember the broomstick thing. It didn't happen. She said it was a joke. Of course she's going to say it was a joke, Puggy. How many times has Foodie Beauty said something didn't happen and then months later she's like, okay, fine. It happened. I just didn't want to talk about it. Latest one that we know of for sure was her. What did she say happened to her ring again? She left it in Kuwait and then she came back and said she lost it. So there's a lot to this.
So he's where he needs to be. Dee Dee, you don't know him. You need to get your ass home. I know people who are like, if you need me to testify for you, I will. That's what I said to the guy too. I'm like, does it matter? Like, it doesn't matter. Cause like they asked me like basically like, would you basically if like Dee Dee wasn't there or like if you were still with him, would you be in this police office reporting him?
And the answer would be no.
And I'm like, no, probably not.
Exactly.
But like at the same time, obviously not if I'm with. That's why I haven't reported him yet because I was with him and wanted to be with him. I'm not going to put him in jail when I want to be like, you know what I mean? I wanted to be with him, so I didn't want to report him. But regardless, it doesn't negate the fact that he put his hands on me. Be with him. Like, does that negate if I wanted to be with him today after all this? Does that negate what he did? And it's like absolutely not. It doesn't.
But I think that would be like the main argument a defense would put up, that she's saying this, that if she was still with him, she wouldn't have filed the charges if this actually went all the way to court. And I wonder what would have happened, because that raises reasonable doubt questions, right? Doesn't it? Florea says FFG said there was the whole Snapchat, and Natter himself said on live his cousin wanted to see one of the videos. I remember that. Natter did say so. That the whole circulating of the videos in the community thing was happening. And a lot of people had their comments on the whole situation, that their SEX tapes, including the cornholing, was being circulated in his local community. Because remember, he wanted to build a website, as if those sites are just easy peasy to do. They're not. You got to do a lot with those websites, and even then, you probability you failing is super high.
Yeah, there's some things I haven't told you guys. I'm not ready to talk about. You can't just get a restraining order. Thanks, Night Vibe. They're gonna ask. I said, is he gonna have like no contact with me? And they're like, we're gonna ask for that. So I don't know what that means. Do I feel bad thinking about him like crying alone in the cell? Yeah, I do actually. But not really.
You want to go on a field trip to the trap?
They had to have other cases open on him. Yeah, that's what they said. They didn't give me much information, but so other women went to the police about him too. Yeah, the Crown will grant you a no contact order, especially when it's abuse and he's a repeat offender. Might just not go through until tomorrow. You need to start looking. Oh, really? Place far away. I am. If he spends some time away in jail, at least then I can find a place to move. Because yeah.
Ziggy, for the farms didn't find anything, but I do remember the situation specifically, that there was talks that the videos were being circulated in the community. Foodie Beauty did say he did take videos of her. At first, she said that she didn't want him to, but he still did it, and then it was okay with her. There's once again so much to this, so much.
Debbie has a lot of nerve calling you. Thank you, Jody. I know. Rosemary Natter was arrested. The investigator asked me about some other women's names I didn't recognize. So there must have been other women, but May Anderson was there. So there must be something. How much is his bond? His friends with benefits. I think if you're on probation, you don't get bail. But I'm not sure. I showed him the screen of him calling me Delphine number 2. I show everything. Everything. I'm glad I documented everything online.
True most
because I don't have bruises to show. So Miss, hi Annie. You shouldn't have to move. That's just another way for him to control you. Stay your ground.
This was the moment where a lot of people found the Foodieverse to be super dark, because a lot of people were in shock. Some people actually liked what was happening, felt Nader deserved it. Other people were like, as bad as he is, I don't think he deserves this, because a lot of her actions were extremely questionable. Did it not turn out he was off probation? He kept on saying he was off probation and then he wasn't. He was really playing it, because I think what was happening, he kept on going to Montreal, and I remember every time he'd go to Montreal, he'd just say, "Oh, he's off probation now," because he knows that you're supposed to tell your probation officer when you leave the city, and especially when you leave like the province or like a state. If you know about probation, you know that sometimes you can't leave your city without informing your PO, and you definitely can't leave the state without informing your PO. So he was on that tip. Like, he was really smart with it, saying he was off probation. Did it turn out he was off probation then? So this was February 2022. Yeah, I think at this point it did turn out he was actually off. Hey there, welcome to the chat. What's up?
Security cameras.
Thanks for coming around.
Yeah, he would be mad. Well, fuck.
Operator.
You're gonna need weekly appointments. Yeah. Geez, recording, of course. I don't know the exact. I don't know the exact charges. Like, I can't remember if they said physical assault or physical abuse or confinement. I know is one for sure. Sexual assault or something. I don't know. I don't know the exact charge. I don't want to give like false information, but
trigger warning.
I just want to move on from him, honestly, and just I don't know. Stabby Use, if Dee Dee wasn't there from the Windsor trip, you would be there now. I don't know. The fact that I didn't bring him to Windsor, to me, that was in good faith, a gesture that I was ready to move on. I was going to bring him to Windsor, but the tequila stuff happened. So.
Oh, yes, the tequila incident. Okay, so the Windsor thing, remember, it was with, what's her name again? Carly Steele invited her to Windsor. The night before, she went over to the trap. There was an altercation with the whole tequila situation. She did go back again in the morning, considering still bringing him to Windsor. She ended up not bringing him to Windsor. She drove along Highway 7, which is scary as hell in February, especially when you're in a car that isn't in the best shape. But she did it. She got there after many hours. And that was, when was that again? That was early February. But yes, you guys remember the tequila incident?
Yeah, Liliana, he does have some scary friends. He said that he has friends. He met some scary friends in prison, people who don't mind killing people for $500. Yeah. He definitely, to me.
I highly doubt that, because if you really do have somebody that would off another person for 500, you're not going to talk about it, because you don't want to just give away a person you have that will off somebody for 500 by just saying it to anybody and everybody.
In my opinion, he belongs in jail. Like, he's a danger to society. He's a danger to people. When you have multiple women coming forward and saying that he's sexually, including me, He wouldn't pay anyone to do anything to you. It's awful, but I think that's something he'd rather do himself.
And yes, everybody, there is a distinction that Mouse Toes is saying. He was in jail, not prison. Remember, he was in provincial jail. That's why he got 2 years less a day. Because if you're at 2 years and over, you do not qualify for provincial jail. You actually have to go to a federal prison. So that was the distinction with the 2 years less a day thing. So that he would spend his time in a provincial jail rather than a prison.
Honor real man stuff in his dumb mind. Yeah, but then again, he's also a coward. But yeah, you're right, Daisy. Maybe Maria's World, your voice save future women. GD's in Gatineau. Yeah, she's at his house. I'd be more nervous if I was you. They kept asking me, like, are you going to be okay? I don't know. I am nervous. Hella nervous. I'm glad he was arrested. Maybe he can make prison cooking videos. Cheeto soup with raw Vienna sausages smothered in melted Hershey's bar. Commissary my way. Someone's calling me.
When,
Hello? Yes. Hi.
Okay, Miss Honey Bunny says, I remember when she went out and bought an outfit to go to haunted jail with Nader. Yeah, October 2021. She bought those black jeans with the purplish speckling on them and the top. I forgot what the top was, but she bought a top and she bought the jeans, and then they went to the haunted jail. When was that again? That haunted jail. That was in and around Cornwall, but it was called Historic SDG Jail. Yes, it was the SDG Jail at 11 Water Street in Cornwall, where you could do like the whole paranormal investigations with the camera and everything. All right, so now she's talking to what I believe is a detective.
Yes, I'm home now.
Smash that thumbs up. Oh yes, Baker Girl. I guess that's another one stuck in New York when she had the breakdown where she thought she could just go over without adhering to what was being done. Upon re-entering Canada, you had to have a COVID test, and under certain specific things, you had to have them at specific places. And she ignored that. She thought she could just enter the country. And then she had that whole breakdown. That was another one. Then she started to give away stuff about Nads once again. I remember that. So many incidents.
Okay.
Her floor was shockingly clean here. I rattle. She had it cleaned up. Yes, Arrive Can
Okay.
existed then. Yes, that's what it was called, Arrive Can. Can you imagine? All right, cherry blossoms. Yeah, yeah. How are those sakura trees, Polly? All right, should I go forward? I think I might need to go forward. Yeah, she spent a hell of a lot of time on the
Good
phone.
night.
Hey, Stella, what's up? Who most toes?
So he is at the hospital. He got taken to the hospital by paramedic, and they can't hold him for more than 24 hours. So after the hospital, he's going to be sent back home on condition. He can't have any contact with me. He can't come near my address. He can't talk about me online or nothing. but he doesn't give a shit. He's gonna get to stay home until with conditions until he has to appear in court.
Mm-hmm.
Should I go stay at a hotel? He probably like knows this. He knows he's not stupid. He probably faked being sick to go to the hospital, knowing that they can't hold him now.
Yeah, he fakes.
He thinks this is all to get back at him. He thinks this is like, you did this to me. Can I get arrested for anything? No. For what?
Or she
This was
could.
Rebecca, get a ring cam ASAP and a better lock. Or what about a doorbell camera? Triggered Andy. He probably had a panic attack if he was crying. Yeah. I went to the police station to fill out a report, and they arrested Nader, and he went to the hospital, and he's going to be released. You have a shit ton of evidence. Yeah. Everything's online. I told the guy that. Meows or no hate, just honestly curious. Why did you defend him about May's situation and allegedly provide false alibi? That's not really what happened. Like, Meowser, I gave the information I knew at the time. At the time, I went online and like showed those things. Like I was with him that day. I don't remember what I said, but like that's what I believed to be the truth at the time. And because I didn't believe May because of her saying your rejection of me. Like, so normally, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know about the May situation. I can't say what happened because I was not there, you know? So, but yeah, you went for today to go to the cops.
Pete's is shaking in his shoes.
I guess today was the day.
Hey, Jen's Views, what's up?
You got proof on your channel and everything. You deleted it. Okay.
All right, so fast forward. We know what happened with all of this.
Because I was tired of him fucking...
It went nowhere.
Constant harassment and trying to humiliate me every day with my clothes and just... And then I'm going to take action. You're going to take action? Really? No, I'm going to take action. Because you're the one in the wrong. And you're going to fucking... Like, he's... Oh... He's not smart. Until I'm in Toronto and my sister went through the same thing. Contact victim services. Yeah, they're supposed to get in touch with me. He lied to you about meeting May for a reason. I know. This is why people don't report their abusers all the time. Who is May? Oh, it's a long story. He goes to the hospital and he's allowed to go home. I know. And Dee Dee's there. Helga, he's on probation. How doesn't he have to go to jail? I don't know, Helga.
It was funny when he wore her clothes. It was. I'm not gonna lie. Like the mannerisms and everything, the looks he was giving the camera, the flinging of the underwear, it was just all in point. I did laugh. I couldn't tell myself. I was trying to be totally serious, but I had to laugh. It was just way too on point.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this is gonna do anything. I don't know. I guess. Yes, BBJ has an appointment on Saturday. It's a paper trail in case anything happens. I thought I was just going to fill out a report. I didn't think they were going to actually go and arrest him. For real, I didn't think that.
What do you think is going to happen when you fill out a report that somebody did some very serious and concerning things to you, like holding you against your will, doing things to your body against your will? What is she thinking was going to happen? Of course they're going to go and get him. They can't have him just freely roaming.
Oh, do you want to hear what? So, did I really? Savannah Banna, you said earlier you don't have pics of bruises, but you have vids with big ass thumbprint shaped bruises, and the big one on your face. They're there. Really? Oh, I don't remember that, Savannah. Yeah, the one on my breast. I'm not going to say those are not, but those were from sex. I'm not. I had to take an actual oath. I'm going to be honest. His hair must be raging right now. I'm dying. Yeah. Now there's gonorrhea. I told them about that. I told them everything. They're very thorough. They ask you questions. Don't worry, Debbie. Your new mate will be back with you tomorrow. Yeah, so she this is what she has the nerve. I get video messaging, obviously, when he was arrested.
Mm-hmm.
And then she says, Chantal, are you really going to ruin this man's life? You know just as well as I do that he has a good heart. He has been arrested, spending night in jail, being interrogated until tomorrow, where he needs to present himself in front of judge tomorrow. You wanted to help me out last week. I am begging you to call me and talk about this as mature adults. Nader did not go to the police or court today. I talked him out of it. This is serious, Chantal. tried calling me, and then she said, Chantal, Nader might be going back to jail. Please stop listening to your VIBs. This is real life with consequences that will affect him and his family. He spoke to his mom today, and she is very ill. Please, Chantal, fix this. Call me. Please, I'm begging you. If you want me to leave tomorrow, I will. Nader is a good fucking hell. They really think this is a... You really think I'm just mad that you're there? If you want me to leave tomorrow, I will. Nader is a good friend, and it breaks my heart to see this all happening. Please, Chantal, fix this, please. Chantal, I am here in his place tonight. He was crying before cops handcuffed him to go to the station. Please, Chantal, fix this. You know deep down he does not deserve this. So finally I answered her and I said, he physically abused me for 10 months. He deserves this. Goodbye, Debbie. See you later.
True, Ziggy. I wish that as well.
You have no idea what I've been through. Like, none. That's what pisses me off. And then you just get called down here to fix everything? Like, you have no idea what this guy put me through. His mom raised trash. Exactly. Like, excuse me, like, you want me to feel sorry for him after everything he's friggin' done? And not just that, but you want me to feel sorry for his mom? I gave him money for his mom, like, to help him. And how did he repay me?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So no. Actually, I do feel bad, and that's the problem. I shouldn't. He should feel bad, but he doesn't.
Yeah, and she kept going back. Could you imagine after this, when she did this February 25th, was it like the next day or the day after? She was back at the trap. Can you imagine that? Seriously, you guys remember, was it like the next day she was back at the trap, or was it like in 2 days' time? Because this was February 25th is when she filed, and everybody was on watch. Is Foodie Beauty actually going to go back to the trap? And she went back. I believe it was the next day, or at the very most the day after. Incredible.
He's probably going to try to fucking kill me or something. I'm not kidding. If something happens to me,
It was the next day?
You defended him against May. Yeah, maybe she just doesn't believe it happened. Just like I didn't believe. You're right. That's how it happens. Rachel Burke, how can you even be sure the money actually went to his mother? Maybe she's in a scam. I can't be sure. I can't trust a thing he says. And let's not forget Dee Dee over at the trap laughing all the horrible things he says about you. Yep. You're home safe. Thank God. What happening? Oh, Gail. They arrested him, but where was Dee Dee when you were crying trying to get your medical device? She wasn't feeling bad for you. Exactly. I'm not fucking giving her the time of day. Let's talk like adults. Dee Dee needs to stop press charges on her with a TPO. She needs to zip it. He cannot use her to torment you. It will be a violation of TPO. Exactly, Norma Jean. That's what I should have said. Can you use
Right,
other people
Kelly?
to harass me? Chantal's baked lasagna. Say Dee Dee 3 times in the mirror and she shall appear. Baked lasagna. Sophie King, ignore the assholes. A lot of us are proud of you. Thank you, Sophie King. Always listen to you. Just start blocking people and keep them blocked. You don't need any negative energy in here. Yeah, if people really bug me, I'll block them.
One of the darkest moments in, I don't know, the many arcs of Foodie Beauty, this whole incident with Nader. What was another dark moment? You could kind of say CPAP rescue, because I was truly worried that he might have attacked her. Because, there's one thing, you shouldn't be showing up at somebody's house like that because it's their house. And the law is skewed a certain way that they're in their house and you're bringing problems to them. So with that, he has a lot of right to not only defend his property and where he lives, but himself as well. So I was really worried when CPAP rescue happened. I'm like, please don't go back to that man's house, Foodie, especially when he was pissed. That was pretty scary. There's many other ones, like with the driving incidents, the multiple driving incidents. There's been so much. Yeah, Sam's Bar
Aurelian
Lounge
wouldn't cry and claim
was dark.
suicidal thoughts to avoid spending the night in jail. Nader is a little bitch. You think he did that? She made fun of you and laughed her ass off when Nader was stretching your clothes and fat shaming. They're like, can you describe him? I'm like, 130 pounds. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. And please be careful with what you say. Don't let people bait you. Yeah, Raquel, I'm not going to. Bees and Sam, it doesn't matter if I cry DV 1 minute or not. It doesn't change the fact that he did it.
Yeah, true, Puggy.
Like, people shouldn't even ask if you want to press charges. It should just happen. If somebody physically assaults somebody else, it should just happen. And yes, I should have gone earlier to the cops. But you can say that about a lot of people. MG, can you please apologize to me and all the other women that said he was an abuser? And you
Right,
petted him and
Ziggy?
laughed because you loved him. It would be a new start and a new startup piece. You were wrong. I don't know, MG, what happened. But I am sorry for May for laughing at her story. I didn't laugh at her story, but I defended him and I didn't know what happened. So I apologize for that. And for downplaying her experience. And I really hope nothing happened to her. I think I just wanted to put it out of my brain.
Florida makes a good point. CPAP rescue made me so angry because she had enough money to just stop at a pharmacy and buy another one. Exactly. The hose was ruined. She didn't even need it that night because it was broken. She didn't use it. She had all the time in the world to stop at any pharmacy along the way from Ottawa to Gatineau, but she still wanted to go by his place to confront him. That was the whole essence of the CPAP rescue, was confrontation.
Oh God, bad seed.
That could have went south
And
at any moment.
if something did happen to her, that is horrible. And I really, really, really hope it, like, I don't know. I couldn't admit to myself that that could possibly be true, you know, like, and I think maybe Dee Dee is maybe doing the same thing. She doesn't want to admit to herself it can be true, you know. Grammar, please. Watch what you say. They are going to try and build something on you. Nader will pretend he wants you back. Zero contact. Just record everything he says. I will, grammar police. Don't worry. You were Nader's piggy bank. MG, thank you for apologizing. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I don't know. Thank you, MG,
Foodie definitely is in many ways.
for your super chat. Most often women will stay with their abusers. You did it for 2 years. I know, like, everyone's story is different and unique. You know, like, no one's story should be compared to the other. Everyone has their own story. Whether you were abused once, whether you were in an abusive relationship for 15 years, it doesn't matter. No, yes, I'm glad I don't have children with him. Been through this type of relationship, knows why you kept going back and understands what you've been through. He, like, actually at one point, like, almost convinced me, like, I deserved it. Like, for real. That's
Oh, I remember that song, Miss Honey Bunny. I think, yeah, Just Saying had that at the end of her videos for quite some time. Foodie singing the No Scrub song about Nader having an STD. Yeah.
another reason. Like, what the investigator asked me too, like, why I would go back. Like, there's a mixture of reasons. I sort of believed him, but, like, I felt bad. He made me feel bad. Made me feel like shit. Feelings that now I honestly cannot believe I even had. Like, whenever I say I compromised my morals for him, I mean that, like, not reporting it sooner, just completely overlooking the fact that he was an abuser is completely compromising my morals. If he but then I can call the cops on him, grammar police, and have him arrested. Like, if he breaks any of these conditions, if he even, like, texts me or, like, anything, he'll go back to jail. I don't understand why you fell for him in the first place. He only knows a handful of. I don't care about the language, really, Karen. It's mostly just, like, I just, the second day I met him, he gave me this huge sob story. He gave me a huge sob story
And that was a red flag the first day she met him. From the first day.
about his
drugs,
life, and I
everything
okay,
else.
Micken, thank you. Exactly, Julie. He doesn't have my number, so the Crown is taking up the case against him. That's how it is, yeah, Liliana. Spurts, he should have not been violent then. Those were his choices to make. No one made him be an abusive little biznatch. Actions have consequences. Exactly, Spurts. Thank you. Exactly. Like, I'm actually a little bit feeling bad for him right now. Whenever he's like, oh, whenever the guy was like, they sent him to the hospital, I like instinctively wanted to be like, really? Like, that's how I want to hit myself. Like, remember when he threatened to release your nudes? Yeah, he better not. Max love bombs like crazy.
What do you mean? Who's 13 now? What are you saying, Sasha? How old would Foodie's children be if she? Oh, that question. Okay, Let's see here. She had Madzi, and then it was one with Pete's. She was with Pete's, and then she was with, Milan BB for 7 years. So we got 7 years plus another 3 years. So that's about 10 years. If we average out the 7 years, we can say 3.5. So yeah, about 13. Good calculating there, Sasha.
Yeah.
Manzi.
Like if I like
My bad. Did I say Madzi? My bad, okay? It was Manzi's name plus my name. It was Manzi. This guy called Manzi is the other child she aborted. Thanks for the correction, a fish. If I said Madzi, shout outs to Madzi. By the way, he's doing good. He's elsewhere doing his thing, making videos.
Listed like in a row every single thing he did bad, you guys would be like, you would probably throw up. When you go to court, ask for your new pics. I will. I want him to delete them in front of the judge.
Madzi was hot. Hey, Madzi is still around, you know. He's just doing other content. Like lots of people come in and out of Girl World because of a lot of stuff. Like, to be honest, there's a lot of toxicity in Girl World. Like, a lot of people are saying a lot of things that aren't true. In fact, I was thinking of even going live later again on MAD to go over just people just making shit up. I'm like, Jesus, like, why do people just make random shit up and then, just put it out there and sometimes it sticks? But yeah, Manzi's still around. He's doing his thing. People come and go. From Girl World, and he got success. He's been successful in his new venture. He's getting those views. He's doing well for himself.
On parole because he stabbed people, refugee, not even Canadian, physical abuse, confinement,
Exactly,
letters, going to prison
Polly.
for a long time. I need your help. I need to find the dates. I need the links to. Does anyone know the dates or live streams where I talk about the dates of certain events? Like the one where I talk about where I had to sneak out and leave, and like where my keys were hidden. I have to like go through my stuff and find like my stuff, like but I know a lot of you are quick to find stuff, you know what I mean? They reaction channels to do this. I probably did a lot of those vids. I did. Okay, I have to move Curly and private my videos. I should unprivate my videos.
Chin's created the Toxic Girl.
I know April 23rd was when I said I have a boyfriend, so that's around the time I met him, in April. I'm gonna give it to you. You're smart for not blocking people that give you money. I would have blocked you on first sight. Voice of reason have changed. Find it yourself and private your vids. Yeah, I guess I probably did. Yeah, I guess I'll have to go through Kiwi Farms has too much though. That would take forever too.
And here we go.
Of the incident of the big fight. I know it was in the summer. I just don't remember what day. He didn't kick me that time, Cotton Candy. He shoved me though. Paper clips live.
Yeah, he does, Marie.
Reaction channel probably has their
Madzi has been doing 90 Day.
Live title that. Oh yeah. I could probably honestly put together a whole video of evidence of me in my live streams with the dates talking about the incidents. That's what I need to do. I wonder if I could pay someone to do that. Or maybe
I remember the kick.
I'll do it myself. So they said he was going to go and take action against me, and he never did. Lindsay Thomas. My whole life is chronicled, I know. Do you think reaction channels are just as important? They can be, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Angela Lackman. I know it overwhelming, but
reaction channels have been, propping her up for a long time, but things are changing. A lot of things are changing. Why do your viewers have to gather evidence for you? Exactly, Ziggy. You remember this? She says at first she was gonna pay people, then she was like, "Why don't VIBs do it for me?" And we had this whole thing for about a month of her not gathering this evidence, and then we come to find out that after exactly a month, she went back in and she recanted.
Look at all the shit he put you through. Yeah, because they're kind of like an archive in a way. The shit better be worth what's coming next. What do you mean it better be worth? What did I do to him? Like, don't forget that. He's not the victim here. Ugh, let him come to me. If one of us ends up offing each other, whatever. I'm fucking tired of running. I'm not going to be scared of him.
Yeah, I think one of the first streams together, he kind of nudged her after she said something inappropriate or what he felt or deemed was inappropriate.
I'm not going to run from him. Actually, I'd be more tempted to put Pete's and the cats in a hotel.
I would say
Mary,
so
Queen of
too,
Hearts. He's
Polly.
probably in hospital with drug withdrawal. That or panic attack or something, Queen of Hearts. No, I'm not threatening him. I'm just saying that's. Let me put my candles on. I mean, I'm not.
Oh, nice, Mary. You have two screens. Like, how's it? Like two monitors, or you have like a laptop extension. I have the same. I'm on my laptop right now with an extension screen.
I'm not threatening him. Did you
It
miss my
helps.
butt? I can't, anyways. I mean, I couldn't hurt him. He's natter. I mean, Here we go. All right. Okay. Anyways, guys, I have this.
Yeah, as back at Polly's comment, I think there's a lot of us that are, feeling the weight of a bad economy all over the world. Some of us have lost their jobs recently. Some of us have lost it last year or the year before, or the year before that, and the economy is just really crappy.
Microphone.
So it's causing a lot
This
of mental
microphone
health
here.
issues.
Ice. Connect key. I don't know if it's a restraining order, but he has conditions that.
I wonder what the hell happened to her computer. Remember she had the full desktop? Like, remember when she bought it back in, when did she buy the desktop? Was it like 2021? She did. I remember that because it was around Christmas time. Same thing where Pete bought his laptop. Then whatever happened to that mic and her desktop?
He's not allowed to contact me in any way
They should
or
just
be
throw
near
it
my
out.
house, but as if a piece of paper is going to stop him from anything. God. Anyways, I'm just going to stay live for like a week. I don't feel sorry for him. A piece of paper will stop him because he will go to jail. Mini churros with birthday.
What topic am I supposed to be weighing in on?
She returned it.
Some news
pawn
about
shop.
Natter. The
left
police
it?
called.
I would say she either left it all there or it's at her mom's house. I don't know. I think it would be too much work for her to like pawn it. Way too much work. I think she would just throw it out. I'm like, holy shit, you're gonna throw out a laptop that you paid hundreds of dollars for? That's still pretty brand new.
He's faked something to get sent to the hospital. So now, because they can't hold him for more than 24 hours, they have to release him. Once he's out of the hospital, they're going to send him back home on condition he can't contact me. But
Really, Mary?
I'm still a little scared that he might anyways.
If he tries, ignore him.
Good old
If he
Pete.
tries, then I have to report it and he can go back to jail.
Practice my sword skills.
Hold on, I'm just ordering something, guys. Mini churros.
Of course she's got to eat.
Let's get 6.
And obviously, it's worthwhile to not talk about him at all on your channel as well.
Huh?
I'm saying it's worthwhile to not talk about him on your channel at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
1 topping, 2 for 1 pizza. You don't want a pepperoni pizza?
No. At least I don't have an appetite these days.
Oh. Well, that's good. Yeah.
Well, I'm going back to sitting.
All right,
Okay,
people.
well, sorry, Pete.
No
We're
problem.
going to wrap this up.
Let me know when your food's here so I can get it for you.
Thanks.
Jan's view says she knew he was never going to jail. It was the hold she held over him. Yeah, she wanted to hold something over him. So for a month, she held that she had the power to really put him in a very, very hard place. That was it. That's exactly what she was doing. We even saw that in all the streams, how she would boast that she could easily put him back in jail or send him straight to jail if this or that didn't happen. Yeah, it was rather very sickening stuff. Something you shouldn't do to a human being is what I'm gonna say. All right, so that's it. We're gonna wrap this all up. Thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate you. I will be back, I guess, later. Yeah, I'll be back later. And yeah. Yeah, she did. So, all right, we'll maybe do the Escape from New York one. Remember, was it Snake Plissken Escape from New York? Yeah, that movie. Then there was also Escape from LA. Which one was first? Escape from LA, right? Then Escape from New York. Snake Plissken. Anyways, thank you so much, people. Smash the like button, subscribe. I will see you later. I'll see if I will do my MAD stream later tonight. If not, it'll be tomorrow. But thanks for joining me and hanging around. If you're watching the replay, then at least leave me a comment and smash that like button. New York was first. Okay, so it was Escape from New York, and then after Escape from LA. All right, thank you so much. Cheers. Have a good one. If I don't see ya, enjoy the rest of your weekend, but take care.